I been missing out the walk with the minute. I been building up the blocks like a million.
Here we are, Tiny Talks Podcast, episode 1. Let's get into it.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Ay, still not understanding.
Yeah, it's your girl Tiny, and I am back, y'all. I came back. I told you I was coming back harder than ever. So this is gonna be the first episode to my series called Tiny Talks, which is gonna be a podcast, y'all. I do a podcast because if you don't know, I've went viral because I've been doing like debate videos, sit down videos in college in my dorm room. I used to bring all my little friends together and associates together, and we would just sit and talk about topics that we felt like was controversial enough to talk about, like things girls do that guys hate, stuff like that. So that's basically what this atmosphere of this podcast will be about. I will be having multiple episodes once a week. It will be guests coming on, and we just gonna be talking about different topics, from girl talk to boy talk to whatever it is we want to talk about. It will get talked about. So if you're interested in that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you join the family because it's going up. I also do want to give out my credits to Neek because I did get this idea from Neek. Neek and her boyfriend started to do a podcast on her channel. I wasn't too familiar with podcasts before then, but once she started it, I started to become a little bit more familiar with it. I started to watch other podcasts, and it just grew on me to really get into it. Like, I've always wanted to do a podcast, but I never gained the confidence enough to be like, all right, let me do this, because I didn't feel like it would have been successful. That's just me being honest. Today, with my first episode of my Tiny Talks podcast. So y'all, this is probably like long overdue. A lot of y'all probably been waiting for this. Some of y'all probably wasn't waiting for it at all. But I finally made the decision to go ahead and start my podcast. This is something I've always wanted to do since like maybe college days. Obviously, podcast wasn't popping back then, but this is always something that I felt was a good turn for my channel because a lot of y'all did like the content when I would bring all my friends and associates in a dorm room and we sit and talk about a topic and just everybody have their own personal intake. But obviously I want to do it way more professional, like, because the old videos we had people talking over each other. It was just too much chaos and chaoticness going on. So obviously if I did do it, I wanted it to be perfect, not perfect, but professional, start my podcast, because like I said, I've always wanted to do it and I always felt like it was the right thing for my channel, but I just didn't want to not deliver properly, if that makes sense. Like, a podcast, you got to make sure your shit is up to par. Like, you can't just be talking your shit and then it's not up to par. Like, that's just it. So, two, just kudos to the podcast community. Like, I feel like if you have something to say and you feel like people is gonna listen, why not put it out there? If you have the platform to give advice, very good advice, very knowledgeful and intelligent advice, so why not give it? So this is what we're doing. We're gonna be on here talking that talk, you know. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. You have to go somewhere else. Period. Point. But I'm gonna do my best by dropping an episode once a week. I'm aiming for Sundays or Mondays, and that's just really what it is. I want to have it to where I have guests. So I have like every episode is somebody new coming on. I don't want y'all to only get used to seeing my face, which I would love to. But I want to be able to make it an open platform. I want everybody to feel comfortable to come on here and talk their nonsense. I shouldn't ask. I want everybody to be able to come on my platform and be able to feel like they could openly talk. It's a judgmental space. 420 friendly. We could get drunk. All that. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. So that's just what it is. I want us to be comfortable, like, and just venting. Like, that's just it. So basically, y'all, that's what's gonna be happening. So to kick it off, I'm gonna be doing the first episode by myself, of course. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe because I got a lot to say. So I'm gonna make this video not too long and not too short. So yeah, if you wanna hear what I got to say and y'all interested and ready for Tiny Talks podcast, things first, watching. If y'all see me like looking out of frame, it's because I'm just looking at the viewfinder to see myself, because this is a little different setup I got going on. I'm used to seeing myself. So if y'all keep seeing me go over here, I'm just looking at the viewfinder. If I'm not talking clear enough or if it's muffled, just let me know in the comments. I will upgrade the equipment, but this is just to get things started, get the ball rolling. I do have other mics, but it's only me today, so it will just be me and my little microphone. I was gonna start off by asking questions, like answering some questions y'all had, but I didn't want to make it too much of a Q&A. Like I wanted to just keep it natural. Like I wanted it to just flow, you know? So yeah. I did answer probably like about 1 or 2 questions that y'all had. Like that's just it. I also did go on my Instagram and tell y'all to ask a few questions or whatever. I know one of them was like, how am I doing mentally? It was a few other questions on there. Y'all wanted to also know the tea, like old friendships. Why haven't y'all seen a lot of people on my channel and stuff like that? We could get into all of the tea, y'all. But I also don't want to spill too much tea because I need y'all to come back. Feel me? So
Just get
yeah.
into it, y'all.
So one. How do I personally feel about having a platform or an influence and just not getting recognized? I personally feel like nobody should be paying attention to any of that. Like overall, I personally feel like nobody should be paying attention to that. Like when you put yourself in a limelight or a certain position, you have to like anything on the outside, you gotta ignore it. Like don't worry about no haters. Don't watch nobody else's numbers. You gotta do it for you. If you doing it not for the right intentions, it's bound to go left. You feel me? Like as far as being underrated or overlooked, your time will come. My time will come. Honestly, it's nothing you could do. It's all in God's hands. Like the only way, the only thing you can do to contribute to your growth by moving faster is being consistent. Like if you're not being consistent or putting the work out, how can you grow? So that's that. That's how I feel on that. My time gonna come. That's just period. When my time come, it's up and it's stuck. How am I doing mentally? I feel like mentally I'm in an okay space. I feel like I definitely can be better mentally, but nobody is perfect. It's a work in progress. Like that's just it. Period. Point blank. Child. I put myself in a high pedestal. I put myself on a high pedestal. So it's never gonna be easy when you have so much going for yourself or you want so much going for yourself. It will never be easy. So mentally I'm okay. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Accent than with other people socially on YouTube. Like, why don't I collab with other people? And if I do collab with them, why don't I ever collab again? Y'all, the tea is it's no tea for real. It's no tea for real. Like, literally, I just feel like you can't expect much when you on these platforms. You can't expect everybody to want to collab with you. You can't expect everybody to be genuine and collabing. You can't expect friendships out of stuff like this. A lot of times it just be strictly business, and that's when friendships go left or their feelings get hurt because they expect too much out of something that is not even meant to be expected. Like, so I personally just feel like I love to collab with people. I would love to have other people on my platform, but at the same time, it is what it is. Like I don't look for it either because nobody I have worked with, and there's no shade to them, but nobody I have worked with has ever benefited me in no way, obviously, right? So, like, I just don't, I let it all go past me. Like, it is what it is. Like, go on. I'll collab with the biggest YouTuber tomorrow. I'll collab with the smallest YouTuber tomorrow. It don't make me no difference, y'all. So, yeah, that's just literally how that goes. Like, I don't want it to be too scripted. I don't want the podcast to be like too like, you know, we trying to be perfect and find the right words. I really just want it to be vibed out, like everybody piggybacking off of each other. But obviously, I'm doing this by myself, so there's nobody to piggyback off of. Okay, but yeah, I'm just literally just gonna let it be a natural vibe. We gonna drink some soda. So ASMR. What's something that I could talk about for hours? I feel like something that I could talk about for hours is I don't know. I feel like I'm very passionate when it comes down to speaking. So this is a great platform for me. Like I'm very outspoken and honest about how I feel on anything, whether it's personal or general. So I do feel like this is honestly a great platform for me to openly speak about stuff. Like, I don't feel no way. I don't hold nothing back. Like, that's just it. I'm ready to share the knowledge I have with y'all. I'm ready for y'all to see me on a different level of which I used to seeing of going out. I want y'all to be able to channel and understand that I'm very mature for my age. Like, I want y'all to adapt in or tap into the other parts of me versus just the young and turnt parts. Because although I'm young and I'm turnt, I'm pretty paid and I'm educated. Like, so I want y'all to be able to tap into that too. Like, I want y'all to be able to see me from that aspect of life as well, and not just, oh, she's a YouTuber. She can get her nails done whenever she want to. She can get her hair and makeup done whenever she want to. Or she always out. She could travel. There's more to it. Yeah, a lot of y'all probably in the back and So here, I'm trying to give y'all what I've been looking for. So yeah, that's literally how this is gonna go. It's gonna be an open and honest space for everybody, non-judgmental. It will be guys on my channel. It will be females on my channel. It will be pretty much everything on my channel. Okay, we accept everybody. We're welcome to everybody, the whole community, not just one. So because I really just want to have a space to where, like, I want everybody to be able to hear everybody from different ways. I want you to hear a black person perspective. I want you to hear a gay person perspective. I want you to hear a straight person perspective. I want you to hear a transgender person perspective. Like, everybody don't have the same mindset, y'all. And that's mostly why I really wanted to do this, because I like giving people the platform to talk. Like, talk. Talk that talk. Let's hear what you gotta say. And that's what this platform is really gonna be about. So future reference, make sure y'all have y'all spliff with y'all. Make sure y'all have a bottle with y'all, because it's gonna get lit. It's gonna get spicy. First episode probably a little whack, but we bringing the heat, y'all. I ain't want to leave y'all high and drinking. What? I ain't want to leave y'all high and dry, and have y'all excited that I'm dropping the podcast and don't really got no episode coming. So this is what this is about. I'm coming to film. I'm coming to film. Okay. Yeah. So I will get better at this. I am actually gonna get better at this. This is literally just because it's me. When I'm by myself, it's more like an awkward space. Like, it's not even awkward because I really could just be myself, but I don't have nothing to talk about right now. Like, you feel me? So, but I personally do feel that, like, it's a lot to life other than just going out, boys. I feel like life have so much to offer, and I'm willing to put myself on that platform to tell people, like, listen, if you gotta go back to college, go back to college. If you gotta do what it is, do what it is. Like, it's a lot I want y'all to tap into. And I wanna be able to relate to my supporters in every way. Like, I'm gonna keep it cute. I'm not gonna keep this too long. This episode really gonna only probably be like 10-20 minutes, to be honest. Because I'm just rambling. But I wanted y'all to get the gist of how shit goes. Question to my supporters would be, do you prefer to read books or do you prefer to listen to podcasts? Comment down below and let me know. Whether it's a celebrity, an influencer, a basic person, whoever it is, if it's somebody that y'all would like me to interview, podcast, or whatever y'all want to call it, comment down below. I will reach out to these people and I will try to get it, because it's content I want y'all to get to, enjoy. I also want to be able to see other people from different points of view. So it would be great to have a celebrity or somebody that's well known on my channel and just ask them different questions, or just, tap into them differently that nobody probably will ever have done. You get what I'm saying? Not just asking the basic questions, the little kinky sexual questions and all of this. Like, it's not about that. It's about we elevating, y'all. We elevating, okay? The goal is to elevate. I want everybody to just be great. Like I said, I want everybody to openly speak they truth in a non-judgmental environment, and a comfortable environment. I want everybody to be able to kick their feet up like we just talking with the homegirls. Like, I want that to be this environment. And like I said, I am aiming for this episode to drop. Well, I'm aiming for every episode to drop once a week, so most likely a Sunday or a Monday. I feel like it's great. So just expect that. Like, overall though, I'm happy for this journey. I've been always wanting to do this, so I can't wait to see, where this goes and how it goes. Yeah, and that's just it. Let's rock it, y'all. Let's rock it. Let's rock it. You heard me? Let's rock it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you press that bell notification so you can be notified every time I upload a video. Make sure you definitely turn on your post notifications so you can be notified every time I drop the new podcast episode, because we're just gonna do this like a series. This is the start. This is episode 1, the intro, the pilot, whatever you want to call it. Not too much, nothing. We keeping it here right now. But next episode, we coming with that pressure, straight topics. I feel about the YouTube community as a whole. I personally feel like starting out, the YouTube community was very much in unity in a sense. Like, nobody could easily just come on the platform and put out anything and go viral. That's one. Two, like, everybody was just in sync. Like, everybody wanted to make content. Everybody had the right intentions. Everybody had the same intentions. But it's like now it's different. All people was worried about is the bag. So a lot of people don't come on YouTube with the same intentions as it was before. A lot of people, they just coming on with the aspect of, I want to make money off of social media. I want to cash out on that YouTube check. Like, a lot of people don't have the right intentions that you're supposed to have when starting a YouTube channel, and a lot of times that do affect why your channel is not successful. So I feel like the YouTube community as a whole, it was great at a point. Now, can it do better? Kinda, in a sense. Like, but hey, like I said, it all comes with your work ethic. Like, if you're willing to put in that extra work and go that extra mile to be successful, then do that. But if you're not, then this is not the platform for you, because YouTube is a very mentally challenging job to have. Like, because it gets hard. It gets hard, and sometimes it's great days and sometimes it's bad days. But that comes with everything. I do feel like the YouTube community is a good place for people to, just come on and do what they want to do. Like, if you want to start doing makeup, it's an open space. Like, that's what YouTube is for. It's not about all of the toxicness and the politics. Some tea pages, save it for that. Like, even then, you got tea pages on YouTube. Like, so I just feel like, it's a good community. It's something good. Like, it's a good thing to be able to go on a platform and be able to make money off of that platform, because people genuinely like you for you, and you're not putting up this facade and stuff. So it's a plus for me. Where am I at in life right now? I'm at a place where I want to just elevate and be the best I could be. I don't want to be involved in any more of the childish and toxic nonsense that goes around in life. Like, I more so just wanted to be me. Like, I want to elevate into the best me, the best version of me. Like, I've always said, like, I'm happy, as how far I came, but I'm not happy because I know how much bigger and better I can be. So I'm really just focusing on elevating myself to being this successful, intelligent, grown woman. You know, Nobody could get me out my character and bring me to negative places in life. Like, I just want peace, happiness. Like, I'm with elevating. So starting this podcast is the start. I hope y'all enjoy this podcast. I hope, you know, I just hope it's a good start. I have very good intentions for this podcast. I hope everybody else that comes on the podcast have great intentions. And yeah, I love you guys. Peace. On a Q&A series on my podcast, or a Q&A episode on my podcast, y'all comment down below. I can probably give it to y'all second episode. It ain't really the goal. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you press that bell notification so you can be notified every time I upload a video. And yeah, good luck to me editing, baby.